these cool pots on the other table. So I'll give something a chance to build up here. It's kind of pretty... Whoa, okay, that's something. Durrrr's been raised again by Jungleman on the river. He's doing that a ton, considering it's a play we haven't seen Durrrr do a bunch, but he's raised the river here. Durrrr thinking it through. Oh, Durrrr's jammed on him all of a sudden. That hand's come to life. There was absolutely nothing against the river. Jungleman raised pre, Durrrr flatted, check the flop, check the turn, and then they went mental on the river. And now Jungleman has a decision. He's requested time. This could be a pretty big pot. Really did balloon up on the river here. He's called. Oh, and he's rivered a straight. Nice. And Tom, I mean, if I'm being honest, I'm a bit of a closet Tom Dwan fan. Actually, I like him, man. I think he's incredibly good for poker. He kind of looks like a face for the new breed of poker. I think it's very good. If Tom's winning, I think it's very good for poker. So I'm rooting for him to do well here. When he took a big hit against Thistledown, I mean that was quite a tough period for him, you'd imagine. It'd be good to see him storm back in the heads up scene here, because he's been playing quite a lot of ring games compared to heads up. You'd always find him at the heads up table, and now he's back with this little challenge here. So I think it'll be very, very good to see him crush. No offense, Jungleman. Not that you will care about my opinion here. But we know Tom will. Tom will care. Decent pot going here. 3-bet pre from Jungleman. Jungleman bet the flop. Tom called. Got to the turn. Jungleman has checked over to Tom. Tom checks back. 9 of hearts on the river, so some straights have just got there. Although they did get there on the turn, but 4-6, you know. These guys couldn't show up with 4-6. Yeah, they could. So it's Jungleman to act. He's checked again. 17k in the middle. Tom just checks. You have to figure when Tom checks that he's going to have a bunch of showdown value. And, sorry, what did he have? Queen fight. So he had a pair fight. They both just took their showdown value to the river. And Tom's happened to be better. I'm sure at some point Midnight Toker will cover some of this. I mean, he's much better at this than I am. I tend to just film when Knigo goes deep, you know. I film when anyone goes deep. I'd film when I go deep, but, you know, I have people to do that for me. But this is just something that I saw going on, and I figured I'd just try and get some of it. 3-bet and a call on this pot here. Despite 3-betting, Tom has checked over to Jungleman. Jungleman fires out 4,000 to 7.1. Durrrr flats. 5 on the turn. Durrrr snapjacks. If Jungleman's firing that flop, that turn, I mean, isn't going to change a ton of things. If Tom's had a set or whatever, of course, he's just filled up, but Jungleman fires again, Tom lets it go. 3-bet pot over. Yeah. They're in position. Jungleman obviously 3-betting pre, checks the flop over to Tom. Get out of my screen. Oh, my dimmer's going cold. I just forgot it was here. Tom fires out, gets called. So we had a check call on the flop from Jungleman. Another bet from Tom would leave Jungleman most likely with a pot-sized river shovel call, but right now they've got to the river. Jungleman's checked across to Tom. Wouldn't be shocked to see. I'd love to see Durrrr bet get re-race. Just think it'd be good action. I don't think it's unfeasible from what we've seen. The Durrrr will bet here, and Jungleman will raise. And Tom has bet. Are we going to see a Jungleman shove? Don't think he's out of the question. I think a lot of his flatting range has made something on the river. I'm just saying. I mean, it's not necessarily true. He could have anything, really. But I'm just saying, if he had a flush draw, he got there. He could straight draws, could have got there. And of course, he can just fire up a bluff. I don't think it's far out of the question to see Jungleman raising here. But he's timing down, and he's just folded. So it's a decent pot over to Tom. Oh, again, that table stays. Nothing going on. Oh, there's 3-bet and being called. Fairly low flop here. Is Tom going to continue on it? Yes, he is. 4,800 into 7,100. Jungleman in position to do something with his cards and his money and some buttons. He just folds. Yeah, I mean, I'm still looking at these 3-bets from Jungleman. They're still pretty big. I mean, you tend to see heads up and trying to manage the pot size somewhat. It depends who's playing, really. If it's like Zigman versus Tom, they tend to just blow the pots up just play some sicko pots. I know I filmed a while back. It's like 15 minutes of footage of watching Tom just go bloody hell for leather against Zigman they were playing. An automatic rule that someone had to 3-bet pre. It was sick. So these guys are getting happy hour. So that means that they get 2 times their full tilt points. I'm sure that they can buy all sorts of stuff now. They probably have quite a lot of full tilt points. They could probably buy card protectors. I mean, you could buy a cap. I mean, and it's two times what they're making right now. So they're going to be minted in FTP points. So I'm envious there. So just a quick update on the table stacks. Tom has 65 to 42 here. Jungleman has him 90 to 51 on another table. 94 to 29 in Jungleman's favour on table 3. 71 to 68 on table 4. And on table 5, 86 to 40 in favour of Jungleman. So Jungleman at the moment is up on 4 tables. Tom up on 1. So it looks like Tom has some work to do before he's catching up here. I know there was some banter before the match. Once they locked in, there was like an AIM conversation that got published where Durrrr said, "Once we get it locked in, I can tell you that I think it's cute that you have an edge." So Tom's obviously pretty confident here, but it's just probably just joking around, smack talk. But obviously Tom thinks he could take anyone on. I'm going to film for another 9 minutes, I think. So that'll be a 40-minute video for y'all. Hopefully that will satisfy some of you. And feel free to laugh at any attempts I've given at trying to provide any sort of insight into this heads-up match. I'm pretty much here just to facilitate the viewing. Oh, and again, Jungleman has raised the river and Tom has folded. We'll look at that hand, actually, because we didn't really catch it. Raising a call pre-flop. Jungleman checks. Durrrr checks back on the paired flop. 8 of hearts on the turn. Jungleman fires out. Tom calls. River comes another 8 to the board pairs twice. Jungleman checks. Tom leads out for 5,200 and 6,300. And it was a pretty quick raise from Jungleman up to 15,000. And Tom let it go. I mean, Tom had about the pot size left. Oh wow, Tom's just jammed here. They're running it twice. Top pair against the overcards and a flush draw. Jungleman wins pot 1. Jungleman wins pot 2. Wow, huge pot goes over to him there. Let's just look at that again. That seemed to escalate very fast. Tom 3-bet here. Gets called by Jungleman. The flop comes down and Tom just overshoved the pot 3 times the pot and Jungleman snap called with top pair. It happened. I can't really comment on it, but Durrrr lost both of those. It's pretty unlucky. And big pot goes over to Jungleman. Big pot going on over here as well. 20,000 in the middle, roughly. Went check on the turn. 10 of diamonds on the river. Jungleman to act. Jungleman fires 15,000 out into 20 roughly. That's Durrr's decision now. And he's called. And it's kings. Again, we'll look at the hand, see how it panned out. Raise 3 bets. This is what I'm talking about. He 4x's Tom's open raise compared to Tom, who sometimes 3s it, sometimes slightly under 3x's what Jungleman's open raise is. And bear in mind that his standard open raise is 800 and Tom's is 1200. So when he's out position 3-betting, Jungleman does balloon the pot up a fair bit. Jungleman fires with his kings, gets flatted, checks the turn, obviously underrepresenting his hand. The river comes to 10. He fires, and Tom calls with goodness knows what. But something we'll never know. Another decent pot going on over here. 17,000 nearly in the middle. Jungleman's checked the river to Tom. Tom has been getting raised on a lot of rivers, and when he has been, he's either been folding or calling with worse. I mean, so far, Jungleman certainly seems to be getting the better of him. Better to fold, though. Pot goes over to Durrrr. Definitely should eat this dinner. Check raise from Tom on this flop here.